Rick and Dan from Sword. Thank you for joining Metal Express Radio. How's life in Canada these days?
Uh, our pleasure to be here with you today, Stig. Weather is perfect here in Canada.
Great. You're here to talk about your new album, Three. Sword, you released two excellent albums back in the 80s, and we have been waiting a long time for this new album. It's a killer album. It will be released later this month, so everyone should check that out. But as far as I understand, the band never broke up. Was there just a very long pause, a break?
Yes, yeah, you got it right, Stig. What happened is that back in the 90s, where there was the new movement, the grunge movement that came about, so that caused a couple of bands from
Quite a few.
from here, from Montreal, to just take a pause and wait for it, and that's what we did. And months turned into years, and then but we still work together. Like my brother Dan, I got a solo project. He's the drummer in my solo project, and same with Mike Plant. Mike Plant had a cover band project that we worked on. Dan, take it from there. You worked with Mike Plant for a couple of years too.
Yeah, we were never far from each other. Actually, we're friends from the same little hometown where we grew up, so we always remained friends, and we just waited for the right moment, to come out with something. Uh, Basically, we have to raise our kids too. We had families, so we have to raise our kids. Now that our kids are all grown up and gone away from home, well, we have plenty of time to do whatever we want.
Yeah. So, but who picked up the phone and guys, let's do this again? Have this been in the works for a long time, or how did you make the decision to come back into the scene with a sword?
Well, with the help of our friends, like that song, that Beatles song, with a little help from my friends. That's how we did it. It was the fans that brought the flame back, because we were all doing stuff on our side, and the internet came about, Facebook came about. We had an internet website, but it wasn't like Facebook, social media, where people interact with each other. So the interaction, we opened a Facebook page for Sword, and the interaction with the fans was good. So we kind of said, okay, so maybe we should just start to rehearse again and do a couple of shows. That's what we did. We did a couple of shows here and there in Germany, in Montreal, around Quebec, and the fans' enthusiasm got us to write some new songs and put up a new album.
So, all the songs on this new album, they are newly written, nothing back from the old days.
Yeah, well, we had some ideas that were when back in the 80s. We were working as a team, and we were always together. So we did a lot of pre-demo. It wasn't even demo tape. It was pre-demo. So we would just write some a verse, a chorus, and we send it to the record company to get their feedbacks. And sometimes they'd say no, 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 no. Oh yes, yes, no, no, no. Well, all the no's 20 years later turned out to be some pretty good stuff down there. So we kind of pick some stuff from the past, and we turned it upside its head. We changed everything, lyrics, the melody, we changed the choruses, but we took some ideas from the past and we mixed it with some brand new ideas.
Do you think that you picked up some new influences along the way since your last album, Sweet Dreams? I mean, you've been playing a lot of different bands, probably heard lots of new music meanwhile? Or could this have been the third album that came out in 1990 or something like that? Do you think the years between made this record different somehow?
Well,
But well, for of course, 1987, which was the date, or 88, the last album. We were all in our 20s, so lots of experience, and lots of stuff happened between 87 and 2015. So of course, our influences and our experiences were more, how should I say, mature as musicians, and it was easy for us to just pick up from there, but with the maturity and all the experience we accumulate before. So it's just we're different musicians at 50 that we were at 20. That's for sure.
Yeah, of course. Was it easy to write songs again? I mean, it's been a long time since the four of you did this as Sword.
oh yeah, it was quite easy. Meaning, I don't want to sound pompous or anything, but it was easy for the simple fact that music is our life. That's our livelihood. That's why I wake up in the morning. Now that the kids are all gone, are grown up. Music is occupies my life all the time. So when it was time to just pick up the sword, and start working on some new songs, it was not only easy, it was a pleasure. It was there's a certain chemistry between the four of us that was there back then, that is still there today. But like Dan said earlier, the chemistry is still there, but now it's got maturity. So what does that mean? It means that when we interact with each other, it's more fluid. There's more comprehension towards each other than there ever was, because now we're grown men.
Yeah, I see. The album is rather short, 8 tracks, 35 minutes, and I love that. But a lot of bands these days release like 13, 14 tracks on each album. Is there a particular reason for only recording, or at least releasing 8 tracks this time?
Well, Metalized is 30 something minutes. It's not longer than this album. The songs are a bit longer. No, we were not checking for time, or we decided those were the 7 songs that we decided to work on. Actually, the 8 with the intro to Unleashing Hell.
Yep.
For us, it's perfectly fine. It's 35 minutes. It's perfect for us.
Yeah, for me, me too.
And let me just add 2 words to that. 2 words. No fillers.
I agreed. You released 2 singles already from the album, I'm in Command and Dirty Pig. What did your fans say when they heard the new material? I mean, a lot of people has been waiting a long time and been very excited about this.
So far, the reaction is it's better than what we expected. Much better. I expected to be like it was before, and we always had good reviews, and the fans were always respectful of our progression as artists, as musicians, and the metal fans are the best, because they understand that a true artist doesn't redo the same album over and over again, Not that he reinvents the sound or reinvents something, but at least he doesn't redo something that he's already done. So far, it's listen, everybody's is stoked about it. We've been rehearsing a lot, the old material, the new material for the new show, and we had to make a decision not long ago, and to decide what are we doing. Are we playing the third album and it's the third album in its entirety? And we couldn't take any song out, so that we like so much the new material. So the show, all the songs from the new album are in the show.
Excellent. So you have made plans already for touring after the release of the album?
Yeah, we're starting. We're starting locally, so we have a couple shows scheduled in Quebec. Just just to start the machine. Get the machine back on the road, and so actually we'll be doing Montreal, Quebec City, Alma, and Three Rivers, which is Trois-Rivières in French. And for now, that's what we're going to do. The album's not out yet, so we don't know yet what's going to be the reception. So we'll see from there.
I believe
Stig, we did a show 2 months ago, opening for Black Label Society and Anthrax for their tour.
Yeah.
During that concert, we played 3 new songs, and we only had like a 30-minute gig. We played 3 new songs. After the show, we met the fans, and it was on everybody's lips, and nobody had bought the album or the videos that hadn't been released yet. So it's looking really, really good for the live experience. That's
great.
coming.
You did some big tours back in the 80s with Metallica and Motorhead and more of the bigger acts back then. Is that something you're looking into now, doing more support gigs to get your music out?
Yeah, of course. What Dan was saying earlier is that right now we're just going as we always done. No expectation. We've done the best we could on this album. Everybody's gonna be able to hear it starting November the 25th. And then we're going to let the music do the talking.
Yeah.
Which means that we'll wait for offers. If we got some good offers to go play in some, because we did have some good offers in the past 10 years. We went to Germany twice. We went to Heavy Montreal twice. If the offers are good, then we'll travel and we'll go to the fans.
Cool. The album is released on Massacre Records. Some of the bands coming back now, they take care of everything themselves. Did you discuss whether you should approach labels or have the business in your own hands totally?
It's a bit of both. It's a bit of both for us right now, because we produced the album. Mike Plant was the main man. Our guitar player, Mike Plant, was the producer of the album. But we financed it ourselves, everything from start to the end, to the artwork, and after that we went for record companies to help us spread the word.
Was it hard to get a deal this time, or I mean, you're well known in the metal community, but it's a long time ago.
It's always hard. It's always hard to get some people involved in your project. So we crossed our fingers, and an old friend of ours, our old manager Pierre Paradis, found the deal with Massacre Records, and we couldn't be happier. They're doing an excellent job. We really, we're very, very appreciative of what they're doing for us right now.
Great. I was listening to the album earlier today, and the song Unleashing Hell, it's about Montreal in 1986. Do you miss the old times? I mean, everything is different now. We're older and the music scene has changed.
1986 were for us for the metal scene. It was the heydays of the hard rock metal scene. All the bands were doing great, and it was it was a perfect time, and we had so much fun in Montreal. Yeah, of course we are reminiscing, but life goes on. We'll have some more good times. I'm sure. There are more good times to come. So it's just to show the people, and you know, those lyrics were written just to reminisce on the 80s. That's all.
Yeah. How do you went by picking out the tracks to release as singles? Is that an internal domestic discussion within the band, or is that something the label would do?
Well,
Go ahead, Rick.
yeah, well, it's us. We decide which song we want to be released as a single. So the first song being "I Am in Command," it was unanimous. We were doing rehearsals, and we said, okay, we have to do a couple of videos, release a couple of singles. What's first? We all said "In Command," you know, because it announces what's coming for us, you know.
Yeah.
We decide for ourselves what's good for us, you know, as a unity and as a band. So for the second single, we went with Dirty Pig because we thought it was so different. That's the thing about this album, is that the songs are all different from one. You were talking about Unleashing Hell. Unleashing Hell is very different from I Am in Command. Would you agree on that?
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
So that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And the opening, Bad Blood, is also a killer.
It's a great song to play too. We love to play that song. So yeah, it's a great opener. I think the three first songs of the album are, you know, it's the way the songs are placed on the album. It's I think for me it's a perfect setup.
Will there be a third single, or is well, the album is being released now in just a few days. So is that next, or will there be another teaser?
Yeah, probably we'll be releasing another single. But for now, we're just focusing on the album launch, which is on November 25th, and the shows that are starting in January. We're focusing on that right now. This is our main focus, and we hope for the best.
And then you have summer coming up. There are a lot of festivals around, and I'm sure a lot of people would like to see you over here in Europe playing the festivals, and of course in the States as well. Is that something you think about?
Of course.
A lot. If the fans cannot come to us, we'll go to the fans. That's for sure. We love playing live. You know, the studio is great. You were talking about the arrangement that were sometimes a bit progressive, and I totally agree with you. And that made me work even harder as a singer, because when you have to bring in vocals and has to interact with the music that Mike and the boys brought to me on a silver plate, you know, you have to work on it real hard to get something that goes like that, you know.
Yep. I just want to wish you guys good luck with the album. I hope to see you over here in Europe. Finally, I haven't seen you live before, and that's one of my goals. So finally, there will be opportunities. It was real nice talking to you.
Same here.
Zeg, thank you for the support, and we'll make sure that we share it.
Thank you so much, guys, and good luck. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.